Hi, and welcome to my Day 16 summary. I forgot to mention yesterday that I passed the 2,000 kilometre mark just after Spring Junction, so I was now riding in the final third of the TA. I got away from Reefton before 7. It was dark and chilly, so I rode with lights and my cycle jacket on for at least the first 10k, which is also where the gravel road turns into a foil drive track and the fun starts. I'd heard there was a washout on this section of the trail. Doc may have even closed the track, and the TA had provided an alternative road route from Reefton to Hukarere. However, I'd seen that other riders were riding the Big River Trail, so I carried on too. I knew the Big River Trail was quite challenging, but I was still surprised by the size of the stones on the four-wheel drive track. You can see that in the backdrop behind me. If I was out mountain biking in the weekend and the trail was this rough, I think I'd walk for a bit, then I'd probably turn back. I persevered with riding up the rough four-wheel drive trail, and I was glad I'd chosen a hardtail over a gravel bike. I found it tough going all the way up to Big River Hutt, although the bush along the way was really beautiful. Below the hut, I met Marcus and Nikki again. They were just leaving, and Marcus didn't really look like he'd enjoyed the ride up. They were both on gravel bikes. There's some good history display boards about the gold mines on the approach to the Big River Hutt, and some more photos inside the hut too. The trail down the other side is all single track, which I also found a bit challenging. There was frequently a smooth line, but this was on the outer edge of the track and felt a bit risky to ride. But the high side of the trail had lots of slippery roots, which looked really treacherous. I think I'd be fine blasting along this on my mountain bike, but with my loaded TA bike, it really called for all of my attention. The washout section of the trail wasn't big, but I had to unmount my bike bags and take them and my bike over separately, walking down through the mud, which literally filled my shoes. After the single track, there's a smooth gravel road down to State Highway 7, which was a real blast through the forest. At Ikamatu, I stopped at the cafe for some food and a rest. The lady in the cafe welcomed me by name. It was obvious she was following the TA on map progress, but it was a nice touch to have that kind of welcome. The next 54 kilometres into Greymouth is all sealed. Coming into Greymouth, I had one of the worst sections for road traffic I experienced anywhere on the TA. I had cars passing me fast and way too close. In Greymouth, I stopped at the countdown to pick up supplies, and I noticed I'd lost my cycle vest. I don't know where and I don't know how, but I was disappointed to lose it. Then I headed down to the Greymouth Bar lookout for the photo point, before getting on to the West Coast Wilderness Trail, which is a good gravel cycleway all the way to Kumara, where I booked in at the Aotearoa Hotel for dinner and the night. Today felt like a big day. I'd only ridden 138 kilometres, but the first 35 had taken me 6.5 hours. I've been on the go for 12.5 hours with 9 hours of riding in that. I was knackered, but I stayed up late talking to my partner Kat. She had just got home from walking the Tongariro circuit, and we had a lot to catch up on. This has been a bit of a long summary, but I still hope to see you on the road tomorrow for day 17. Bye for now.